What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Greenleaf review, which aired on Tuesday, October 15th on the OWN network. So the show comes on with Grace calling Sophia and asking her if she heard from AJ. And she's like, no, I haven't heard from him, and I promise you if I hear from him, I'm going to let you know. Soon as she hangs up the phone with Grace, she turns and looks at AJ. So he's sitting right there in the room with her. So she just lied to her mama about talking to AJ. So it just seems like now Sophia and him, they getting close, and it's a strangeness, if that's a word, to me about their relationship so soon. And I don't know, I just thought, I'm not feeling it, especially knowing how close her and her mom was. Like, you and your mama was just so close. And just because you found out about your brother, how you and the brother get closer than you and your mom was, that's just crazy to me. So yeah, then Charity, she's doing her makeup in the mirror and she's preaching to herself and feeling herself a little bit too much while the nanny is bathing the baby. And I never see her interacting with her own baby as much as she should. So she leaves the bathroom, she goes out to talk to Bishop, and Bishop wants to see her, Jacob, and Grace to talk to them about proposing to Lady May. So it's a surprise. And he wants them to put together a song that they can sing while he proposes to Lady May. But Lady May passes by and she hears them talking about it, so she starts eavesdropping to hear more of it. And so now she knows that Bishop want to propose to her. So Carissa's in the room on a laptop, and Lady May sends the maid in to take pictures with the Polaroid camera of the room. So Carissa was like, why are you taking pictures? And she said, well, this is something Lady May wants me to do to update her homeowner's insurance. And Carissa was like, whatever, be my guest. So Karine calls Lady May to tell her that Connie wants her name off of the Women's Scholarship Fund immediately. And she was like, and we're having a meeting in the boardroom, and this is something that they want you to do. And they're going to, have the meeting tonight or whatever. So Lady May, she is pissed about that. Then Jacob, he checks Charity about hooking up with Miles. He was like, I seen y'all, and I know what's going on. And like, what you doing with him? You know he ain't no good and stuff like that. He works for H&H. And she was like, so what? And all that kind of mess. So, he's not really getting through to her because she's so in love all of a sudden while doing dirty work for him, trying to bring her own sister down. So he's trying to figure out, like, and first of all, why are y'all even getting close? Like, what are you doing associating with him? I just don't get it. And she was saying, look, we have been, and I'm in love with him. I'm in love with him, so that's what it is. And and too bad he don't know why, but yeah. Then Grace walks in like, so what's going on here? So Charity, she starts walking over, twisting her behind off and wearing all these skimpy clothes, saying she done hooked up with Phil. And she goes in to ask Phil, have he sent the file of the recording of Grace saying that she lied for AJ? And he was like, no, I didn't. So he's running some kind of game on her, saying that he's not going to force her to keep doing all this stuff and some kind of crap about trust and love for her. And whatever it is that he tells her, she falls for it. So he knows just what to do to have Charity where he wants her. So Sophia's telling AJ that he needs to go home because he's innocent. And he's like, look, innocent or not, I'm a black man. And they gonna always have room for me on the shelf. And I was like, this dude just really get on my nerves. It's like he always playing this role of a victim and feels sorry for me, and I've had a hard life. Okay, we know, but people are there for you and trying to love you and accept you and not judge you for your past, and you making it hard for everybody to look at you and deal with you that way. The way he keep throwing that up. And Sophia pretty much tells him the same thing. So he was like, that's easy, that's easy coming from you, a light-skinned girl who never had to worry about anything. So she was like, well, what are you going to do? And he said, I'm about to go get some smokes and shit and get the hell on out of here. And I'm like, why is he cursing at her? Ooh, I just can't. I can't with that dude. So Dante's girlfriend, Nikki, and she's with Zora. She's venting to her about Dante and how he better sign that statement and get back on that team. And you know what that's all about money. That's all it's all about. She's with him for who he is and the money that he could be making. So Zora, she's reading the Bible or studying the Bible for the Bible study for the little saints class. And or either she was just reading the Bible. So Nikki was like, are you listening to me? Because I don't know why you reading something that was written so long ago. Like, how is that going to help you? How is that going to help anybody? How is that going to help me in my situation? And Zora was like, well, yes, it can help you in your situation. And she was saying, well, are you listening to me? And she said, yes, I heard you. You said that he better sign that statement. So she just all high-headed and everything. Like, look, I don't have time for this. You go ahead on and read your Bible. I just don't have time for this. I don't need nobody telling me that a Bible can help me in my situation right now. So she just left on out of there. Got mad and left. So Jacob asked Phil about his dealings with Charity. And he told him, look, I just don't want you to hurt my sister. And he was like, I know what you're saying, man. I'm not going to hurt your sister. So Sophia, she slips money in AJ's bag, talking about, you can't stop me from caring about you. And while she's putting the money in his bag, she noticed a Ziploc bag of stolen prescription medicine. And she's like, oh my God. So Carissa, she met with Fernando again. And they hooked up again. So AJ comes back to the room. And Sophia's sitting up there looking pissed off with the bag wide open with the prescription medicine showing. And he was like, and what was you doing in my bag? So he started going off on her again. And she was like, I thought you was like just going back and forth about that. So he got mad again and left. That dude is like always mad, just angry. And he puts himself in a position, I don't know. I just can't case. I just can't with him. I really can't. You try to have a soft spot for him, but I can't. I've tried and I just can't. So, Lady May, she met with Misty about removing her name from the funds. And the lady was like, because we knew that you knew about those rapes. And they were like getting to Lady May. And that's just like really, really, really getting to her. And you can tell that she's feeling the guilt behind that. But at the same time, trying to hold her composure, and she wants to keep that position. So Misty told her, look, just let it go. Just let it go. Then Grace walks in to Carissa while she's leaving Fernando's office. And she was like, Carissa, what you doing here? And she said, oh, I was just coming to sign some more paperwork for selling the property. And she said, this who you selling the property to? And Carissa said, yes. It's our property to sell, and we sell it to who we want to sell it to. Who do you think you are? And then she walked away, and Grace standing up there looking like, what the hell? And, yeah, so Grace asked him, she went in and talked to Fernando, and she was asking him, like, what are the future plans with buying property and stuff like that? And he just pretty much told her, look, I'll keep in touch with you about that because I really don't know what we're going to do as far as future plans, but I'll keep in touch with you about it. So Lady May apologizes to one of the girls who Mac raped. And while she's apologizing to the girl, the girl, I guess that's the girl mom, I forgot, y'all. And she was just saying, you don't have to talk about this. You don't have to talk about this if you don't want to. So she said, it's okay. Because Lady May, she like just broke down. She broke down and said, I really didn't know because the girl was like, how could you not have known? And that's when she broke down and she started talking about how horrible her father was to them and everything. So Vita urges me, why don't you come to the meeting? So you can like tell your story. and a weight will be lifted off your shoulder. Why don't you come in? And Lady May was like, I gotta go. I gotta get back to Bishop. It's so much I gotta do. And they was like, May, come on. Come on. Come on, tell your story. This is not just for the girls. This is also for you. So she went on. So Grace told Jacob about the city on a hill being a part of H&H, and that's who they sold their property to. And Jacob didn't know nothing about it because Carissa was such in a hurry to sell their property, to get money, to get this nice home and everything. And she just didn't know she was doing dealings with the devil. So Bishop walked in on all three of them arguing while they were supposed to have been practicing their song while he proposes to Lady May. And then all of them start talking about it. Then Lady May walks in looking drained. And she really couldn't say nothing. She just said, I'm not in the mood. So she turned around and went in her room and sat down on the floor crying. And then Bishop walks in and he sits down on the floor with her. And then they start talking and everything. And she said, I know that you had plans to propose to me tonight. And he said, which one of them told you? And she said, nobody, just call it a woman's intuition. And so he was going on and on talking. And she said, yes. She pretty much just told him, yes, she will marry him again. So Zora, it looked like she gonna let Nikki come and stay with her, which is a bad idea. I really wish that she wouldn't get close with this girl, because this girl ain't up to no good. So Sophia came in and told Grace that she seen AJ and that he took off. And she said, and I want to be here for you. And Grace was like, what you mean you want to be here for me? And she said, I want to be here for you because he is guilty. I did see the prescription medicine in his bag. I tried to slip him some money because I know he wasn't going to want to accept it. So I was going to slip him some money in his bag, and I seen the prescription medicine. So he is guilty of breaking in that pharmacy. And I mean, Grace, she already know it. So she just kind of like put her head down. And that's pretty much how the show came to an end tonight. It was a pretty good episode tonight. It was pretty good. Not as good as last week, though, but it was good. Next week look like it's going to be a real good one, too. So that concludes my recap. I want to thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next week.